Hello everyone. So quick summary on Pakistan versus Australia, the second semi-final. Australia won the toss, put Pakistan to bat first. Even though after the match, Aaron Finch mentioned that he probably wouldn't have mind losing the toss and batting first. But anyway, he did what he did. He chose to chase, and Pakistan got a very good start actually. And the way they have been batting in this tournament, according to that, they actually got a pretty fast start, I would say. I think they scored around 50 in the power play, and then they were 62 for 0 in the eighth over. So I think good start from Pakistan. And yeah, I think they got a good score as well, about par score, right? It was a defendable score with their bowling lineup, and I think Power did what he does. He was consistent. Rizwan also, he took his time, but yeah, then he exploded. And then Fakar Jaman, same thing. He took his time and then he hit quite a few lusty blows at the end. Right? I think one of the key factors which probably had an impact on the match was two factors actually. Adam Zampa's bowling. So I think he went for 22 in 4 overs, which is very good in 176 run match. 176 run in 20 overs, so pretty good. And I think the fifth bowling option also went. I think. Pretty decent. I think 31 in the 4 overs. So again, well done to Aaron Finch in actually managing the fifth bowling option quite well. Australia have taken the decision to go with four pure bowlers and then fifth bowler between Stoinis, Mitchell Marsh, and uh, Glenn Maxwell, which I think they are pretty decent kind of all rounders to deliver 4 overs in any given day. So well done to Australia to restricting Pakistan to about par score. And I think when Australia started, I think Shaheen Afridi, I think one of the most predictable things that happened in the first over was Aaron Finch couldn't even get his, he was not even in any position. He wasn't even able to plant his front foot before the ball swung, and yeah, it was a great delivery, right? Marsh somehow survived that over. That could have been another over, like the way he bowled against India. But yeah, I think a brave call from Chris Gaffney of not giving LBW to Marsh, which was actually umpire's call at the end. But yeah, I think that was a pretty good over. But yeah, Warner was pretty positive. And I think the matchup of Imad Wasim didn't go to Australia. Actually, went Australia's way because Pakistan depend on Imad Wasim to deliver 2 or 3 overs in the power play. But Warner, took on him straight away, right? And I think being a left-hander, and Warner is a like pretty classical batsman as well, so he can, like, he doesn't need to slog, and he plays the reverse sweep, the switch hit, the slog sweep, like everything, and cut, drive, everything, right? So I think and Warner leveraged that matchup pretty well, right? So Marsh and Warner played good innings, right? In 10 over, Australia had scored more than half of the runs. So I think they were around 90 runs in 10 overs, which tells you that they were always in the match, right? So I don't think it was not like semi-final one where England had a tight screws on New Zealand. I think the match was 50-50 till the 10th over, right? Warner got out. I think first of all, Marsh got out, but I think the wicket that mattered or that gave Pakistan belief was Warner's wicket, which I think was out. But the sneakometer, the DRS technology didn't show it as out. Not the DRS, he didn't took the DRS, but yeah, the sneakometer didn't show it out. But yeah, I think he was out. Like we heard the noise, and I think the batsman also walked. So though there was a difference, like, yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, I think that was something that gave Pakistan the belief to come back. And yeah, Marsh also, so Shadab Khan, I think bowled pretty well. And then I think finally Pakistan could use Imad Wasim, uh, who actually built the pressure, and Maxwell wicket to Shadab was actually result of Imad's good over prior to that, right? And but I think Stoinis, I think he is turning out to be a good finisher. I think he has learned a great deal from batting, across multiple roles across multiple teams in the tournament, in tournaments like IPL or Big Bash. And I think he has got a pretty calm head over his shoulder, I think he never looked first, and I think he hit pretty clean hits. I mean, the straight drive that he hit to Hassan Ali, or the pull or kind of a short arm jab that he played Rauf. I think those were good shots, and I think the confidence also. He's pretty confident. That is why I think he's calm, because just after Maxwell got out, he hit Shadab Khan for you know hit him for a six, and not a very long six, but still he backed himself to do that, right? But yeah, last but not least, Matthew Wade. I think amazing innings, right? And Matthew Wade is a fighter, right? He is a courageous guy, and I think he has done. I mean, kudos to Australia to believe in him, right? Because they backed him to bat at number seven, and again, I think both the semi-finals shows us that if you have a plan, back it, right? Because New Zealand backed their extra bowling option, that worked for them. Australia backed their extra batting option and that has worked for them as well. So, uh, like if you have a template, just follow it and back your players to do the job, right? And I think the last thing that I wanted to mention was a lot of people are talking about Hassan Ali catch. I don't think it would have mattered actually, because there was one over, the last over was of Imad Wasim, right? And I think they still would have required 20 runs in 10 balls, right? So I think it's not with a big ground like Dubai, a lot of twos would have been possible, right? In the last overs, they take a lot of twos, right? And then Imad Wasim would have bowled the last over with Stoinis and even Pat Cummins. Pat Cummins, remember, he hits, and Stark also hits pretty well. So I think with those many options, I don't think match was still it's not like Hassan Ali actually dropped the World Cup. It was not like that. The catch wouldn't have closed the deal, right? The match would have still been 50-50, right? So I will close it on that note. Looking forward, I think the most exciting thing for me is that from a neutral fan's point of view, I think uh, it's like there is going to be a new winner for T20 World Cup, which is always good for the game, right? Looking forward to the Australia versus New Zealand clash, and yeah, again a team which is backing extra batting option, and a team which is backing extra bowling option. So a good context. Let's see how it goes, and yeah, I think uh, yeah, let's see how it goes. I think we all are looking forward to it. So yes, thank you everyone. Bye bye.